Breaking news, and it's sad. Liam Payne, the former member of the boy band One Direction, has died. Police confirmed this to ABC News. The 31-year-old pop singer was found dead by paramedics in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Police say he fell from the third floor of his hotel in the neighborhood of Palermo. Today is a very sad day for pop culture, for the music industry and fans of One Direction, better known as 1D. Liam was one of the heartbeats, if you will, in the soul of One Direction, as he was one of their main songwriters. The power of his pen and being able to express emotions, but it's also too a sad tale in terms of sometimes they will say the price of fame. And we are very aware that he did struggle with addiction. And one could say, did he ever was able to get a hold of it? And he has demonstrated some unique and erratic behaviors over the last couple of years. And so it's very troubling to see how his life has come to a tragic end today. But we definitely remember the great music that he has left us in song and words. And with this group, One Direction, I think the song that I'll play later on tonight as someone who loved One Direction, Story of Our Lives, right? And the idea of that song, you think about the story of Liam's life. We're uncovering more details about the tragic death of former One Direction member Liam Payne, a talented young artist behind many of the band's hit songs, after he fell from a hotel in Argentina. Yet, rumors continue to swirl about the events leading up to his final moments and who might have been involved. Forensic investigator Joseph Scott Morgan will join me again to help distinguish fact from fiction in this case. Police in Buenos Aires, Argentina, recently raided the upscale Casa Sur Palermo Hotel as part of an investigation led by the regional prosecutor to determine how Liam Payne, who was last seen eagerly greeting fans outside, could end up dead in the hotel courtyard, 3 floors below his balcony. Liam Payne, aged 31, was reported dead on October 16th after hotel staff heard a loud noise in the courtyard where he was found with multiple severe injuries. Authorities believe he fell from his 3rd-floor balcony, roughly 45 feet above the ground. Just minutes before the fall, a hotel employee called emergency services, reporting that Payne was displaying unusual behavior and may have been hallucinating, possibly due to drug use or a similar condition. The caller informed the dispatcher, "We need someone urgently. I'm unsure if the guest's life is at risk because he's in a room with a balcony, and we're worried he may do something dangerous." Tragically, by the time help arrived minutes later, Payne had passed away. Forensic experts documented 25 injuries consistent with a fall from height, according to the autopsy report. Falling 45 feet onto a hard courtyard surface, likely tiled or concrete, would cause a severe impact. When a body hits such a surface, there's no bounce or cushioning. It's a direct, brutal stop, and most people wouldn't survive such a fall, let alone sustain further injuries afterward. If someone falls and impacts between their shoulder blades, for example, it's possible they might also sustain an injury to the occipital region, resulting in 2 separate injuries that aren't necessarily connected. However, injuries scattered across different parts of the body are implausible from a single fall alone. It's like cases of child abuse where parents claim their child fell from a tree and broke an arm, but then why would the child also have injuries to their legs, neck, and back? Such explanations simply don't add up. Some speculate Payne might have fallen face first, sustaining injuries along his right side, face, temple, arm, shoulder, elbow, and wonder if each wound was cataloged as a separate injury. Also, it's believed Payne was alone in his room at the time, which police noted was in disarray, with broken items scattered around. This raises further questions. Could the wounds have been caused by something other than the fall? Did the fall come after an earlier struggle that led to broken items in the room? It's hard to dismiss the suspicious circumstances entirely. As we discussed yesterday, Jesse, about the chaotic state of the room, imagine a scene from the 70s with The Who's Pete Townshend smashing guitars. Could that level of destruction cause such a wide range of injuries? We don't know what exactly was destroyed or in disarray in the room, and there are still unanswered questions about the balcony itself. Did Payne break the door to access it? Was it already open? While it's possible to sustain severe injuries from a single fall, a total of 25 separate wounds from that fall alone strains belief. I've seen people fall from skyscrapers, and while they sustain devastating, often singular injuries, they don't end up with multiple separate injuries as described here. Moreover, when assessing cuts and bruises, it's crucial to look for patterns. For instance, if he had scratches on his knuckles or a bruise with a defined shape on the back of his hand, it may not be linked to the fall from the balcony. It would be worth going back to the room to examine all surfaces closely and search for blood traces. Imagine he picked something up, threw it down, maybe glass, then picked it up again and got a minor cut. Even a small cut on the hand would still count as an injury. Another question is how he accessed the balcony. Did he have to force the door open? Did he break glass to get out? Or was it simply open, allowing free access? I find it hard to believe that all those injuries stemmed from a single fall. It doesn't add up. It's like cases where abusive parents claim a child fell from a tree and broke an arm, but then we see injuries on the legs, feet, other arm, and head. It doesn't make sense, and I can't imagine any forensic expert concluding that and making such a statement publicly. In this case, I believe the investigators are precisely searching for these clues. I picture the chaotic scene like a 70s The Who concert with Pete Townshend smashing things up. You could definitely inflict injuries that way. We don't know exactly which items in the room were destroyed or disordered. And again, people keep mentioning the balcony. How exactly did he fall from it? Did he have to pry the door open? Did he shatter glass? Or was it unlocked and easy to access? I don't know, but I don't believe all those injuries could be explained solely by a fall. Additionally, people keep talking about the balcony. How exactly did he get out there? Did he have to pry open the door? Did he break the glass to go outside? Or was it already open, allowing him to step out freely? I don't know, but claiming that all those injuries resulted from a single fall just doesn't make sense to me. One of the things we need to consider when evaluating scratches or bruises is finding a pattern. If he had scratches on his knuckles or a bruise on the back of his hand, it doesn't necessarily mean they resulted from hitting the ground beneath the balcony. I'd want to go back to the room and examine all the surfaces thoroughly. I'd be looking for any trace of blood. For example, if he picked up something and threw it, perhaps glass, then picked it up again and cut himself. No matter how small the cut is, it counts as an injury.